day one to day sold, we show you everything at MustangMedic. We work on, buy, sell, restore, and most of all, love your Mustang.
MustangMedic.com delivers gorgeous women once again.
MustangMedic.com. We take the frustration out of restoration. The 1971 Mustang Fastback Restoration Project. All right, guys, we're plus 14 months, and we now have 1,500 videos up in about 14 to 16 months at Mustang Medic, a reason to celebrate. And also, 2,000 subscribers we surpassed about 5 days ago. And I just kind of wanted to celebrate both in the same video. And how appropriate that it's on the 71 Fastback, our flagship at the moment's project. Thanks for watching, guys. And again, we appreciate your support. All right, so the 73, yesterday I learned...
73.
Did I say 73? Oh, gosh.
Hey, where's your coffee? Chug this. You're a cake, man. Oh, I knew it. It's okay. Bounty challenge, Steve!
What did you just say?
Call myself man. You're a dick. I know.
That 3 times I got to edit right now.
Back to the
72. Just say it and get it out of your system. Say it. Okay. 71 update. Blue fuse on the brake lights. So you guys, I know we're talking to me about a bad ground because one of the lights were dimmer, but it actually, I think they all became the same brightness. But we got to fuse what we got to. This guy, it must be Friday.
Friday night and you feel it's right.
Oh, what a night. So we're changing out a simple fuse. It was a 20 amp. I'm going to change it to a 30 amp. Right? We got a 30 stick? Little 30 we're putting in there and see if that fixes the problem. I'm not clear. Does it say the amperage of what the fuse should be where it goes in at? Because I might have put a 20 in when it should have been a 30 and then it would all make sense. What? All right, put a 20 back in, I guess. I don't want to overheat the lines, the wires. Let's just go back with the 20 again, dude, and see. We got a ground. I think we got a bad ground on the brake lights. We'll find out. I'm going to change out the fuse. We're going to watch it again, but the problem's not fixed, so we obviously have to find out why it did that. We're going to try to trace the wiring to the taillights. Also, I think I got a running light out on the passenger side. Well, the good news is it means I can drive her again, and I'm having fun with her. And yes, guys, you're right. We have to handle the kickdown. When Andre gets here, we're gonna build a kickdown out of a steel rod, and make it work. And then I'm gonna send it out to have it custom made as a stainless steel tube all the way up. But I have to make one that works first. So the kickdown's gonna get going, and once the kickdown's on, I'm gonna be punching the gas everywhere. And also, we are going to be adjusting this Holley 770 carburetor because we got a little bit of a mess, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of tuning on the jets. Okay, so far, Nick and I have about 2 hours in. That's not plumber's pants. That's just his back. We've got 2 hours into electrical's a bear. When you got a problem with electrical, you're going to be dealing with a lot of time. So keep that in mind. A lot of fun. We tested the 4-ways. They're flashing in the front. They're not flashing in the back. Tested the connection with the bulbs. They're all good connections. We tested the switch, pulled the switch off, and tested against the battery. The new brake switch is working. So now we just tested power to the brake switch, and there is power going to the brake switch. So when the power goes to the other side, it's not going. So we're suspicious it has to do with the blinker switch inside the steering column. So we might be replacing that to get these brake lights to work. So I checked out the connection with the turn signal switch and put a little bit of bulb grease in there, and it did not fix the problem. So now I'm going to go into the steering. All right, so now I'm going to take these bolts off and remove the steering wheel. These are the 2 horn connections right here and right here. And what happens when you press the horn, this gets closed and it closes the circuit and makes the horn go off. So I'm going to take the steering wheel and look at the switch unit inside so we can test it. All right, I'm in the 71 and the steering wheel is off. Get the front end alignment done. Yay, going to drive it around. Brake lights stop working. So we believe it's possibly in the switch. We've checked everything. We've checked the bulb connections, we've checked the filaments, we've checked the fuses, we checked the power is going to the switch, we checked the brake switch, it is working, everything's checking out. So we have, process of elimination, have gotten to a point where we think it's in here. And it may be the blinker switch, because apparently the power to the brake bulbs, when the circuit closes, does go through the blinker switch inside your steering column. So I'll probably be ordering that to replace that shortly.
All right, guys, this pin, we diagnosed it from here, from the steering down to this pin. And forgive me if it's hard to understand what I'm saying with all the noise, but we found that the pin is dropped back. It's really far back, and we're going to try to pull it out, and we might have fixed the problem. We're going to test the power. If we got power here, we've got brake lights. Here we go. All right, guys, so Nick was able to pull that plug out. It's very dark in there. I apologize, but now he's making a connection, and I'm about to hit the brake. Boom! You know what that means, guys? We now have brakes. The power runs through the switcher unit, and it actually turns off and on when you're pressing the brake at the same time the blinker's on. So it actually runs through. What Nick and I were able to diagnose, also with Alan's help over at Mustang Country, was that the plug was the problem. So we fixed it. We fixed it. We've got brake lights again. I am thrilled to report.
Please look for the link in the description below for the next in our series. If it's not there, come back soon. MustangMedic.com. We take the frustration out of restoration.